open this portal to manifest to those that this message is for. Ashe, Ashe. Peace, family. Grand rising, grand rising, grand rising. Ashe. Hope y'all doing great this morning. Great this grand rising. I say, you know, we awake the dawn. Ashe, Ashe. You know, it's not about to be a lot of people here. Shouldn't be. This message is definitely not for everybody. But I am your boy Inky the Guru, and right now you are tuned into my channel, Cup of Divine Ether Scribes. And you already know here, we got them codes straight from the Most High. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear, so family. So make sure you're drinking this cup. Toast to you, bro. Toast to you, sis, with gratitude and integrity in your heart. Grand rising to you too, Naomi Rose _ Rosenberg. What's going on, Devin? Ashe, Ashe. Alright, so this morning we will be conducting spiritual court, family. Alright, so recently, let me start. Welcome to courtroom 810, where we have spiritual court. I am the divine judge of this courtroom, and I'm the highest paid lawyer in this courtroom. I've been having this courtroom now for like 4 or 5 months, but the only time I have spiritual court is when I'm guided to do so. So this message may not resonate for everybody. Like coding, this message may not resonate for everybody, but if you do want to tune in to spiritual court, you are more than welcome to jump on the motherboard and do so. Ashe, Ashe. Alright, so listen, family. Recently, we're gonna be bringing this message a little bit more to probably later on today when I get off. But listen, damn, you were at spiritual court. You had 2 cases at spiritual court. One of the cases is about you committing fornication. You have recently broke your contract after you have been told not to break the contract. The contract has been put back together and sealed. Like I said, you have a chance. You have a I'm hearing the last chance. This is your 3rd strike. Ashe, Ashe. And family, you've walked out of spiritual court successfully with no judgment, but you were fined. So get ready for some type of physical money you're gonna have to pay in the physical showing up. That's manifesting from spiritual court. So if some of you end up getting a fine out of nowhere, or you get a speeding ticket or some shit like that, or somebody call you and you got to pay some shit, family, that is something that is stemming from spiritual court. You walked out with no judgment, but you were fined. Me, myself, I just woke up this morning out of nowhere. My probation officer, oh yeah, you owe us $1,000. So if some of you get random where you got to pay some money, family, where you got to pay some money that is stemming from spiritual court. You walked out of spiritual court with no judgment. You are good. Your soul contract has been fully restored. It's still copyrighted, but you were fined. Ashe, Ashe. Now we gonna get into the darker side of what's going on behind the scenes. So I do have my CEO Cosmic Etherical deck. We're gonna do a 4-card pull and see what's going on the dark side of the spiritual court that you was in. We got one that fell out already. Magic Fairy Dust. So this is about some 9 times out of 10 dark magic that you were protected from going on. Some type of dark magic that's been going on in spiritual court, family, that you had got sent to spiritual court for. And what I'm hearing is also someone had called judgment on you. What I'm hearing, someone called judgment on you and took you to spiritual court saying that you were doing dark magic and you wasn't. Motherfuckers could have been saying you were doing love spells, dark spells, as a spiritual assassin. They could have been saying that you were taking souls out without permission, but that's not true. Thank you for joining the motherboard, family. Ashe, Ashe. Divine appointment. I told you, divine appointment. So with this divine appointment coming out here, motherfuckers was basically spirit animal on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, motherfuckers was basically trying to get you in spiritual court for doing dark magic, something that you wasn't even doing. The divine has looked over this, exactly bottomless pit. Didn't I tell you, dark magic, motherfuckers trying to get you in spiritual court for something that you didn't do. Major glitch. We got major glitch out here. Like basically saying you was out here just on demon time. Thinking they basically trying to say, basically people were lying on you with this soul ranking on the bottom of the deck, family. You have people lying on you in spiritual court saying that, oh, damn, lying on you with this soul ranking on the bottom of the deck, family. You have people lying on you in spiritual court saying that, oh, damn. You have people lying on you talking about some, oh, yeah, bro out here doing dark magic, and shit. Damn, he letting his gifts and abilities get to his head. Talking about he got the highest soul ranking and some more shit, and he out here doing things that he not supposed to be doing. This has been solved, fixer upper. You walked away successfully, and also I'm hearing that you have sued these individuals in spiritual court. So not only get ready for a fine to come through, get ready for a physical blessing to come through. This is also stemming from spiritual court because you had sued these people. It has already been went through and copyrighted yet, but get ready for this, family. Yeah, facts, family. He said it's definitely for me. That is a fact. So spirit guide, we got spirit guide. So exactly, the magic that you've been doing was not dark magic. It was light magic. Obviously, what I sort of call it. I seen everything that was done. He was not doing dark magic. Obviously, all right, we got safe house. This is missions that you were called. That this is your spirit team is saying you had angels, ancestors and angels behind you that seen and watched. Like I said, you had the universal spotlight on you, family. You are always being watched. So your spirit team know that you're not doing anything dark. You see what I'm saying? And you know how the warring angels, archangels, and ancestors move. They're not going to lie on your behalf. Whether they love you or not, they're not going to lie to the Most High on your behalf, family. Oh, we early, period. Ashe. Exactly. They're not going to lie on you, family. Safe house. These are missions that you were doing, that you were guided by spirit to do. The work that you've been doing behind the scenes over this universe, they're basically trying to pull you to spirit court and have you in spiritual psychosis, which is spiritual jail. And you know it take up to 3 days to bond out, and you gotta have a wealthy fucking spiritual abundance to even be able to bond out a spiritual court. It takes a lot of money to be able to bond out a spiritual court. That's why some people will go into a spiritual psychosis, which is spiritual jail, and they'll be stuck in a psychosis for up to months and years because they don't have the money to bond out a spiritual court. But whoever I'm talking to, you are a very rich, abundant spirit, so you can automatically, you will be in spiritual psychosis for three days, spiritual jail for 3 days, and you can bond out because it takes up to exactly 4D. All right, 4D. You feel me? Fourth dimension. And that's coming up under divine appointment. Like I said, the warfare that's been going on behind the scenes, family, on you, that they basically trying to flip on you, trying to dump their karma onto you. But it didn't work. Everything that they were doing, you kept powering up from it. And they were hating on it. You got a lot of spiritual haters, fairy godmother in the energy. Like I said, you are always divinely protected. You got the fae working with you, all type of individuals working with your family. This is not going to be a long message. Bottomless pit. So this court case up on the bottomless pit, this court case of what they try to put you to spiritual court for has been closed. Ashe, center of the universe. So this has been closed, family. Continue to do what it is that you are doing and you love to do. I got one more out here. Exactly, do what it is. Continue to do what you love to do, family. Following that golden compass. Ashe within, family. Portal of magic on the bottom of the deck with spilling ether. Yeah, continue to do what you want to do. Continue to do what it is that you love to do, family. Like I said, don't worry about the shit that's going on behind the scenes. Continue to do what you've been guided. Every time they try to take you to spiritual court, family, for shit, family, realize what they are doing. You know, when you go into spiritual psychosis, family, basically your gifts and abilities are weakened. You see what I'm saying? You're not able to, because you're under judgment. You see what I'm saying? So if they can get you in spiritual court and get you in spiritual jail, had you up under judgment for a few days, because they know you're gonna bond out. You're abundant. You have a rich, abundant spirit. So you have a lot of, you damn near have beings in your spiritual account. You see what I'm saying? You don't went on a lot of high-ranking missions, family, in the ether realms, and you get paid handsomely for them. Understand that shit. That's why you have a rich spirit. A lot of this shit going on in spiritual court, I need you to understand that whatever they do, I will keep filming the dragon spirits. I understand. Ashe, ashe. That is a fact, family. So don't worry about the shit that's going on behind the scenes. Continue to smile and thrive and strive and stand on business, family. They just trying to basically get you in spiritual court where your gifts and abilities are siphoned, where they feel like you can't alchemize and things of the sort. Failing to realize if they do something like that, that they will be taken out for basically putting a person under judgment that's not supposed to be under judgment. Understand that shit. But you're good. Your blueprint divine contract is still on the table. It's still sealed. It's still copyrighted, family. Just don't commit fornication again. Continue to strive, continue to thrive, and continue to stand on business while smiling, soul family. Because every time you smile, bro, you make another one of these karmics. Man, every time you smile, you're going to slay another demon. Ashe, ashe. Every time you smile, the Most High just be putting more blessings in your cup. And that is a fact, family. They be trying everything. Ashe. And every time we smile, the universe and Mother Gaia smile. So before we get out of here, I want to see somebody put them beautiful smiles in the chat, family. Ashe, ashe. And like I say, welcome to Unspiritual Court, and this is the end. Ashe, ashe. You know, only time I have spiritual court is when I'm guided to do so, family. But this is what's been going on in spiritual court. Motherfuckers trying to take you to spiritual court for some shit that you didn't even fucking do. Saying you out here being fucking Lord Voldemort, throwing dark magic and shit, doing love spells and rituals and shit. But you know, you come up in this courtroom, 810, man. Divine judge of this courtroom, divine lawyer, this courtroom. I go through all the files, encryption, and coding, and everything that's going on within the room. I can see into the crystal globe of the world in all dimensions of timeline. So I know you're not doing anything wrong. I love you. Continue to pour more love and self-love into yourself, family. And I'll see you later on. Can you post this on YouTube? Yes, I will be posting this on YouTube after I download it, family. Real love can never be duplicated. That is a fact. Thank you for joining the motherboard, family. We sending you light codes of love over here.